Hello, Dr. Canto here. I want to thank you for visiting me today, the Big Four process. And what we're going to talk about today is about a patient that I had about being happy and how this can relate to you with the Big Four process. Now, remember, first thing we have to talk about is to be happy, you have to be you. You be you to be happy. That's one thing we have to talk about. Your happiness doesn't come from competing with other people. Your happiness doesn't come from trying to please other people. That's not what happiness is about. You have to be yourself. You have to be on your own path in life. Now, it's very hard to do that because of our past experiences. Again, with the Big Four process, remember, the Big Four process is simply a base of where there's four parts. Spiritual, highest vibration, that produces a thought. The thought produces words, mental image. The mental image produces an emotion in the body, and the emotion changes the physical body through chemical reactions. So therefore, what you think about, you become. You can change your body. That's what change occurs when you change your thinking. Now, what's great about the Big Four process is it's the only process out there that combines all four together. I don't believe with meditation, when you meditate and people say, well, go to wherever the body needs it. I don't necessarily believe that because Einstein said that no problem can be solved on the same vibration which it was created. So again, let's get back to Bill. So Bill pulled out the four cards. The first card he pulled out was the mental. It was, I love. Now the emotional part of the Big Four process was fear and anxiety going to protection. So already we knew that Bill had a problem with love. Love was to him was fear, because that's what love was to him, because we're changing this fear to this, to protection. So the block energy point on him was stomach. Now what's interesting about the stomach is when he pulled these cards out, the green area here is the location. Stomach is related to fear when you talk with Louise Hayes in her book. So here we have Bill. So Bill pulled out the four cards. The mental was, I love. The emotion was fear and anxiety to physical protection. And the physical was stomach area right here in the stomach area on the right side. So here we go. So now we have three of the Big Four process. So what we did with Bill was when I talked to Bill and Bill said, well, geez, now that I think about it, growing up, I was always fearful. My parents always had fear of me, always said, you can't do this. Oh, they made me afraid of everything. They were very protective of me, using fear. So what we had to do with the Big Four process was, we had to have Bill go into meditation state, because again, let's review this, the Big Four. The meditation state is what I call a spiritual. That's the highest vibration. So when he goes to meditation state, he's going to be saying to himself, which we did, we did over Zoom, he did it. He's going to say, I love feeling protected. I love feeling protective. Now, as he's saying that to himself, what we had him do was we had his parents say to him, I'm sorry for letting you live in fear. I'm sorry. I did my best. So what we did with Bill was, so as he's doing this and he's saying, I love myself protection. I love protection. And as he's saying that, he's visualizing all the fear and anxiety draining out of the stomach point that he picked, because the subconscious does this. Remember, the subconscious picks this. We don't pick this. Our conscious mind is our dreams. The subconscious is 95%. That is who we are. So as he's sitting there, he's saying, I love feeling protected, because he could never be happy because he never felt safe. He never felt protected. So how can he be happy? He walks down the street, he felt fear all the time. So during the Big Four process, he goes through this. So he will say, I love the protection I have within myself. As he's saying this, he visualizes his parents, and it doesn't matter if they're alive or dead. He's visualizing his parents saying, I did my best, Bill. I did my best. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel safe. So as we do that, he'll say, I love, and I want him to, and he'll say to himself too, I feel safe. And he's going to feel safety and protection entering the crown, the head, entering, filling his body. And he's going to see and feel the fear, anxiety leaving the stomach area. Now, normally you have a change when you do this instantly. The key is to do this, in this case, depends, about 20, 21 times. Usually takes 21 times. You peel back the onion. So with the Big Four process, I want you to understand, you're taking all four aspects. You can take any question, any problem. We'll do another one, another question, another patient. But at this point today, so focus on today, is if you're not happy, first of all, you have to be you. You don't want to compete, you want to be on your own destiny. But again, you can't do that if you have a subconscious belief of mom and dad or uncle or brother, or someone telling you, someone saying you can't do that. So I do want to thank you for visiting me. My book is 4 Steps to a Better Life. It explains the Big Four process. I'm on YouTube, obviously, and you can see some of the YouTube's introduction to explain this a little bit more, but I will now just going to do, examples of everything, little examples of questions that makes it easier for you. Please send us anyone that you think you may need this type of help, because it's very important that we enter this new age here where we can actually start to solve our own problems within ourselves, because no one can solve it for you. No one can solve it. You have to find it yourself. You have to find the situation, find out what the subconscious is telling you through the Big Four process, and then you can help clear it, and you can clear it when the body's ready to do it. So I want to thank you again, and I'll see you again very shortly. Thank you for visiting me.